Hola mis serenitas, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Chiquita Serenita, and today we're going to do a review and swatches of the new Natasha Denona Yucca palette. Now, for the continuation of the rest of this video, I'm going to call it the Yucca palette only because in Spanish you can actually say Yucca instead of Yucca, and I feel like Yucca just sounds better. Yucca makes me think of some nasty product that I don't want to have on my face. So just for the remainder of the video, I really don't care if you judge me. I'm going to call it the Yucca palette, okay? Because I just don't like that word Yucca. I think it sounds really disgusting. And I don't like it, okay? So yeah, this is the new palette. This is how the actual packaging comes. I like the packaging, first of all, because it's very this sunset type of yellow. I don't know. I love yellow, greenish. These green tones in here, these tones in here, I went crazy for them. As soon as they saw it on Trend Mood, I was like, man, I want that palette. And my other two friends were like, no, oh God, I don't like these tones and stuff. But I don't know why these like deep olive green, neon, like grungy type of tones, I really like them. Now, when you take it out of the palette, it has the exact same little design. The only thing is that you guys, if you have touched or have bought a previous Natasha Denona palette, her palettes are really soft to the touch. I love that about them. It does have that little where you guys can pop out the pans really easily. You basically just use, I would say like a paper clip or something. Stick it in that hole and it'll pop right out. That's if you want to like rearrange your whole, you know, create your own palette type of thing. I don't do that type of stuff, so I wouldn't know. But the mirror is covered with this little film. I never take the films off just in case I decide I want to sell the palette, which in this case I don't plan on to because I really love this palette. Now, there are some tones in here. This particular tone right here I did not really like in particular. That's because I don't like her cream to matte formula. If you guys have seen my previous Natasha Denona videos, you guys would know I have this very love and hate relationship with Natasha. I love her stuff. It draws me in. But then sometimes when I get her stuff in my hands, like, for example, the pastel palette. God, I hated that palette. The look I created with that day wasn't bad, but it was so too light for my taste. And I do remember that I did recommend that you guys not get it, especially. It looked nice on the lighter skin tone. It was the people who were like my skin tone and darker that weren't. It wasn't doing anything really for us. And in this case, I feel the opposite, where I've seen some video of my darker skinned influencer ladies, YouTubers, and I did not like all the tones. The shimmers look gorgeous on them. I feel like some of the dark just weren't dark enough. They weren't dark enough to show up on their skin tone. The ladies created beautiful looks, you guys. I'm not blaming them at all. It's this damn palette. It's all this palette. I wish Natasha would have taken that into like this didn't do anything. This didn't do anything. You know, those ones are actually not that far off from each other. What is this? Acacia and Tibu. Those two are maybe like, that one's more of a grayish yellow. This is more like a yellow brown. I don't know. I feel like that one's not that far off from that one. That should have been a different formula. Definitely should have been a different formula. Calathea. I used that today. If you guys see me on TikTok, follow me on TikTok, I will be uploading a little speedy tutorials on there. I create little speedy tutorial videos. How I created this look that I have on my eye right now. If you guys want to get like a little close-up, that's how it is right there. It's very pretty. I like how the way the look came out. This is from her line. This one is called Macro Tech Eye Crayon. I got the one that's called Camu Camu. I got this because I really like this one. This one popped on the darker skin tones. My skin tone and darker. But I also wanted Willow, the green tone. But yeah, it cost like $24 for one. And I was like, no way. If I were to go on sale, I would get the Willow. But other than that, y'all, ColourPop's has some cream gel eyeliners that are pretty much in the same vicinity of this type of neon yellow. Particularly the ones that they came out with. I think it was for the Tinkerbell collection or the lime one. I'm not sure if they had one for the lime, but I do have some in my collection. I just didn't want to go and pop them all out, but I do have some over there that are similar to this. And it's a lot cheaper because I believe that the cream gel liners, they go from anywhere from like $6, $7 to $9 compared to $24. There was like 3, right? I wasn't trying to buy the one, and they're supposed to be like complimentary to this palette. So she had one that was fushi, this one, which, you know what's funny? Fushi, like fuchi, for us in Spanish, it means stinky. You go fuchi, fuchi. It's a word. But that's what I think about it when I think of it. I was like, oh, fuchi. What the heck? That one. And she had one Willow, and then she had Camu Camu, which Camu Camu is the one that I bought, like I said. And if you guys are interested in this speedy tutorial, catch it on TikTok. I will be uploading to TikTok and to Instagram. And Instagram, I will upload a close-up, you know, of what I do on my eye, how it looks like and stuff like that. So let me start with this first. Show you guys like a swatch of it. This is how it comes. And I didn't buy them all, y'all. I didn't. Only because it's expensive. Y'all know I don't get PR. Bought this out of my own money, and I just wasn't. I wanted to try it out. First time trying it out, I wasn't going to go fork out. What if I bought the 3 and then I would have hated all 3, you know? So I wanted to stick with one that I knew I was willing to fork out the money to see if I liked it at all. Now that I kind of do like the formula, I probably will just keep an open mind. If I see another color I want, I'll get it. Like Willow, definitely, I want to get it. But it's only because I want it, not because I really need it. I'm pretty sure I have one from ColourPop that's like very on the same wavelength of that. So when you take it out of there, it comes like this. Natasha Denona. You know, her packaging is always really pretty, really sleek, expensive looking. This is the actual shade. Now, it does look like kind of blackish because I've been putting it on my eye. You guys don't judge it for that, okay? I did have to sharpen it when I first, you know, started using it. I had to sharpen it. It applies it tugs at your skin. It's very thick on. I don't know what would be like a suggestion maybe to, I don't know, because I feel like the way it applies, let me give you guys a little swatch. It is very pretty, but the way it applies it, it's not exactly a smooth application. It's more of like a semi-smooth one. So you will have to take time building it up. I'm not sure how that would work if you were to use like maybe a brush and then brush it on like this, you know. I didn't try that. I should have tried that to see if that works. Let me see. And then just like, oh no, I'm not getting anything, you guys. It might not work. Somebody tried on their end, but I don't see anything with the brush. The brush is not doing jack to it. But that is the swatch in the back of my hand. It's very pretty. It's like one of those neon type of yellows. Definitely get it if you can. But if not, I think that one and Fuchi is limited edition. So Camu Camu and Fuchi are limited editions. Willow will stay on, which is why try to snag one or the other one up. But like definitely I recommend that you would just go for a ColourPop. ColourPop is cheaper. Go for that. I won't be doing comparisons to my other palettes only because I don't think I have any palettes that are very similar to this color story. I know a lot of the other ladies on YouTube were showing Ace Beauty, which I don't own any Ace Beauty, and then other stuff, but I can't think of any palettes that are very similar to this. So I don't really have anything to compare it to. I'm sorry about that. It's just like, it defeats the whole purpose. I'm pretty sure I have these colors, but like scattered between here palette, there palette, there palette. Not in one single place. That's why it kind of defeats the purpose to do all that for you guys. But I will start with the swatches. I'm going to start with this one right here in the corner. And we're going to go clear across till we get to the end of this one. I'm not sure if I gave you guys a little close-up. Let me see. Just in case I didn't give you guys a close-up, there's another one, okay? So the first color on here is Plantasia, and it is this yellow foiled type of shimmer. I really love this one, you guys. I use this one as my inner corner highlight. It is a very creamy foiled shimmer. Y'all, it is so freaking pretty. Look at that. It's got this little, almost like a duochrome effect, but it's not really. But it does have these little, I don't know if it was glitters or what. That I was looking at it on my eye, and I was like, what is that? That's so freaking pretty. Yeah, it looks like liquid gold, and it has these little glitters throughout it. It's a very, very pretty shade. I don't even think you guys could see how gorgeous that is in person. It just looks so pretty. Next, you have that Calathea shade, that cream to matte formula. I do not like this. I don't like this shade at all, y'all. It does not do anything for me. Even now, as I'm applying it as, like, you know, a swatch, I'm going at it. I'm going at that pan, and it is barely showing up. Barely any pigmentation. This is supposed to be one of the darkest shade in this entire palette. I do not recommend this palette to be bought alone if you're darker than me. I feel like for me, it barely even showed up. So for someone darker than me, because I did watch other, you know, YouTubers, if you want a smoky look, at least. Definitely, if you're going to buy this palette and you want to, like, create a smoky look, please use it with another palette. Don't rely just on this palette. This palette will do little to nothing for you if you're darker than me. So in my case, I used this palette alone today. But the next time I wear it, I'm definitely going to use it with a darker, like a dark matte black or a dark matte brown. Something to create a smoky look. I cannot do it on these lighter ones alone. I need to create that smoky look. It's just me. Next you have Komorabi. I don't even know if I'm saying this. I'm going to be butchering every single word in here. Y'all, don't judge me. But this one's pretty. I really love that tone. It just reminds me of this greenish type of gold. And it does have like little glitters in it. Acacia is this yellow mustard type of matte. This one is like a true matte. You can tell it's like powdery. It's not that cream to matte one formula that she just has in here. That's a pretty color. I really like that one. Camu Camu, that's that bright matte yellow greenish one. I didn't use this one in the matte type of shade. I saw some people using the pencil and then adding it to on top to really, you know, set it, I guess. But I don't feel like it needed it. And I wasn't really, I wasn't too confident that shade was going to pop on my skin tone. That's why I didn't use it today. And I had seen already other people use it, so I thought it was kind of played out. So I was like, I'll give that one a rest. In the next row, we have Tibu, which is another type of khaki, yellowish green. Definitely, I think this palette's not for everyone. Not everybody likes these type of tones. But I really like that one. That's a matte. Next, you have Elasian. This is a shimmer. It's like this taupe with a hint of lavender in it. I really like this shade. I feel like in this type of palette, it doesn't make any sense because this palette already has enough yellows and greens. And then you throw Elasian in there and everybody's like, why? Why? It doesn't make any sense. But it makes perfect sense because when I used it on the eye, it just complements. It complements and it like blends so well with these other tones that you're like, yeah, I get it now. Next we have Valley. Valley was my transition shade. It is just very, this brown matte. I love it. This one, I had like a little tiny bit of fallout from it. But it wasn't that bad. Next we have Citrine. This is another matte. You know, Citrine is just like, maybe like a lighter version of Camu Camu over here. Definitely like a cousin of it. It's still a very pretty matte though. I really like it. Now we have Ray. Ray is another shimmer. I love the golds in here, you guys. The shimmers are in here are all incredible. They're very creamy. They glide on like butter. And they're different types of gold, but definitely they're all golds that you kind of like want in this particular palette because it just makes sense. I don't know. I love the shimmers. They're top notch. Next row we have flax. This flax is just a very dark brown. This is a matte. And it is like the darkest, one of the darkest shades in here. I didn't try that today, but it's not dark enough for me. You know, if I really want a smoked out look, then I want an espresso brown. Like something darker than that, definitely. That's probably dark for lighter skin tone. I'm pretty sure it'll work for them, but for me, not me. I want something darker, you know? I like to create smoky looks. That's just me, though. Next, you have Fushi. This feels like a cream to matte. I could be wrong, though, but it does feel really dry. And I don't know. Yeah, it feels like a cream to matte. God dang it. I don't like those, you guys. I just don't. I don't know why, okay? Don't ask me. This is like an orange yellow. That's what it looks like in person. I mean, it looks pretty, right? It's a pretty color. Dang it. Why does it have to be? Why is she so stuck on those formulas? I heard that she does it because those type of formulas complement aging skin more. I guess it doesn't tug at the skin and it applies evenly. I don't. It might just be me. I might have heard it wrong. I don't know. But I heard that's why she adds it in there. Oh my god, this next shade. Makia. Oh god, y'all. This is so gorgeous. It looks like this dark gold green. And smooth like butter. Oh my god. This is so gorgeous. I love that tone. I love those type of tones in general. I think I have like two more in my two separate palettes. And every time I see that type of green, it just screams at me. It just like calls to me like Ariel. And I love those type of tones. Axia is this another orange. It's like another orange. Yeah, it's a matte. This is a very pretty tone too. And then lastly we have Willow, which is a matte green. Now, Willow is one of the darkest shades in here. There's about 3 darker ones I would consider dark. Is that one, this brown one, and then definitely that cream de matte right here that's called Calathea. So the 3 darkest shades in this entire palette. And even then, Willow's there. Girlfriend is there, okay? But like, I would have wanted something darker than that. I would have went like... Willow, can we get like this moss, dark moss green, you know? Something like that. You could have still kept Willow in there, but just given me a darker than that. Because this is still really light for my taste. It showed up on my face, obviously, but look at that. It doesn't look the same. And those are all the shades in here. Definitely would recommend. It is Natasha. Her formula is really, really good. But if this is too much money for you, then totally go for like Ace Beauty. And they have, obviously, you can create your own ColourPop one. There are better and cheaper options in there. I don't ever want any of you to feel like I'm pushing these products on you because obviously I bought them myself with my own money. I don't get PR. I'm just giving you guys my own personal experience with them and my own opinion. But at the end of the day... it is your money, and you can do exactly what you want with it. Don't buy it. Buy it. Buy 2 or 3. It does not affect me in the least, okay? So, I don't want everybody to feel like, Sarah, why you gotta make me buy? No, you ain't pushing this on me, okay? You bought it because you wanted it. But yeah, it is a very pretty palette. I love these type of tones, but that's just me. I know there was a lot of people complaining about like, oh, that's ugly. You know, it probably looks like baby bar or some poop in there. I don't know. but I live for these towns. So, and I really love the way the look came out. And like I said, if you guys like it, follow me on TikTok. I'm going to have a little sped up video. I'll have the sped up video up there way before you guys see this actual review, because the sped up videos are pretty quick to edit on my phone versus the editing software on my camera, you know, going on my laptop. Oh, that's so tough. It takes so much. If you guys are interested in what I have on my actual like lips right now, I have Juvia's Place Luxe Liner in the color Espresso, which this is a matte. This is like a dark brown, almost black. And I was here for it, okay? I think I bought this with the coffee collection. It was the coffee collection. And I put it on, I was like, ooh, this is like black. But then when I put it on, it made sense with this actual look. So I was like, ooh, I like it. And in the middle, I just added ColourPop Queen Cobra Ultra Glossy Lip right there in the middle. And just mixed it in there. And yeah, that's it. I love it, okay? So I'm gonna let you guys go. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're notified each and every time I upload a new video. And until next time, stay warm, stay blessed, and stay magical. Bye, you guys.